friends, I'm glad you're here with me today. I know you've not been able to go to school or see some friends, so we're going to read a book and do some yoga and do something a little bit different. Now my different is I've really never been on YouTube before, and your different might be that you've never done yoga before, but whether you have or you haven't, all we're going to do is try and do our best, okay? So I'm glad you're here. So we're going to read the book, Going on a Bear Hunt. It's by Micheal, Rosen, and Helen. So what you need for this is really just your bodies, your breath. You don't need a mat, but if you have one, that's great. If you have a carpeted floor, that might work better on your knees so they don't hurt so much. If you need a blanket on a hardwood floor, you can do that as well. So we're going to do some yoga, and yoga is really just about breathing, and I'm going to show you how to breathe in just a minute, but I know you're breathing right now, so it doesn't really matter how I show you, but I'm going to show you a different way to breathe. And we're going to read the book, We're Going on a Bear Hunt, by Micheal Rosen and Helen Oxenberry. So we're going to be able to do some adventures in our imagination and go someplace different. So first of all, we're going to get ready, and I need to warm up a little bit. So I want you to bring up your feet straight out on your mat like this, and sit on your bottoms and come all the way up with your hands and breathe, and then reach all the way down and touch your toes. Now you may not be able to touch your toes, which is fine. If you can't touch your toes, touch your knees or somewhere down in between. But let's do that again. Reach all the way up and come down and touch your toes. And they say, honk, honk. Did your toes honk? My toes honked. And then I'm going up to my knees and go beep, beep. Did your knees beep? And we're going to go honk, beep, honk, honk, beep, beep. All right, now put the soles of your feet are the bottoms of your feet. Put those together and get your feet as close to your bottom as you can. And then your knees should be dropping towards the floor. So we're going to fly like a butterfly, because those look like butterfly wings. Fly like a butterfly. I should put it this way for this so that you can really see me. So fly like a butterfly. And then I want you to point to your nose and point to your toes and see if your nose can reach your toes. And remember, if it can't, all you have to do is try. So get that down there in your nose to your toes, and then come on back up. So I told you yoga is about breath and movement. So now we're going to talk about breathing a little bit. So when we breathe in through our mouth or through our nose, our stomach and our chest should expand, just like this. So breathe in and it goes, and breathe out and it all comes in, and you suck your belly in back towards your spine, which is what we call our backbone. So let's try that again. Breathe in, belly expands, breathe out and you suck it in. Breathe in, belly expands, breathe out, and you suck it in. So let's put our hands on our bellies right now, and let's feel that breath come in. So when we breathe in, it expands. Breathe out. Suck that belly button back towards the spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's do it one more way. We're going to pretend we have a balloon. So we have a balloon, and when we breathe in, the balloon gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and make sure your tummy's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then breathe out. That balloon deflates. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very good. Now we're going to try putting that breath with some of our movements sometimes. Let's make goggles or glasses on our eyes, and then we're going to reach our hands out, one down towards the floor, one up to the sky, and breathe in and come back down and breathe out. Breathe in, go the other way, breathe out. Do that a couple more times. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now put your hands out to the sides and turn your palms up. Say, hello, sky. There's a sky up there somewhere, isn't there? and turn them down and say, goodbye, sky. Turn them up and say, hello, sky. And then we're going to turn them like we're turning a faucet and turning it on, cranking it on, and you crank your arms, and then when the faucet, you turn it on really fast and all that water comes splashing out, we go, choo. So let's turn it on, breathe in, and turn it out. Breathe all that air out. Turn it on, breathe all that air out. I think you're getting really good at breathing is what I think. So now we're going to do a few other poses, and then we're going to read a book pretty soon. But right now I want you up on your hands and your knees like this. And when you breathe in, put your bottoms up and your head up. And breathe out, round your back and tuck your chin and pull that belly button to the spine. Breathe out, head up, bottom up. Breathe out, belly button to the spine. Breathe in, heads up, bottoms up. And now we're going to go back this time when we breathe out, and we're going to sink our hips back to our heels, all the way back. Keep your hands glued to your mat in front of you, and this is a child's pose. And breathe in and come back up. And breathe out and go back to child's pose. Breathe in, come back up. This time, put your hands out just a little bit further, and then sink your hips down and go all the way down and push on your hands and come up into a cobra. And let's see you make a snake sound right here. So push up, go, push up. Very nice. Come back up to hands and knees. And now I want you to curl your toes, push your hips up into a downward dog. Have you ever seen your dog stretch like this? And pedal your feet here so that you can stretch out your hips and your hamstrings, and then come back down here to your knees and come back to crisscross applesauce. Good job, everybody. Now we're going to read our book. So we're going on a bear hunt. Remember, we're going on this adventure in our imagination by Micheal, Rosen, and Helen Oxenberry. Now, during this book, there's one line that they repeat all the time. And so when we do that, I want you to do the motions with me as we're going along. And it's all written right here. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. I'm not scared. So we're going to put our goggles, our binoculars on when we're going on a bear hunt. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one and give yourself a great big hug. What a beautiful day. Put your arms out and enjoy that beautiful day. And then put your hands back behind you and push your chest up and say, we're not scared. So let's try that all together. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. So let's get to our book now. So here it is. Let's do it. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Let's see where we go first. Uh-oh, grass. Long, wavy grass that's up to our knees and our waist and our heads. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. And look at the grass, and it goes swishy, swushy, swishy, swushy. So we're going to put our hands down by our sides, put one arm up, and lean that arm over your head and go swishy, swushy, swishy, swushy. Now let's do the other side. Put the other hand up, lean it over your head, and go swishy, swushy, swishy, swushy. Now put both hands up. Swishy, swushy, swishy, swushy, swishy, swushy. I think we got through that grass. But now we're going on a bear hunt again right here. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. Uh-oh, a river, a deep, cold river. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. No, we have to go through it. So I want you to stretch your feet out in front of you and make that river. See all the waves going in that river? Now bring your hands up and we're going to go in. It's going to be cold. Splash! And come up and go splash, 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 splash. Woo! Wow, that was cold. So there's the river that we went through. So come back to crisscross. So now we're going to go on a bear hunt again. Let's hear it. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Oh, no. Mud. Thick, oozy mud. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh, no. We have to go through it. Oh, look at all that squelchy mud, and it goes squelch, 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 squelch. All right, let's get on our hands and knees. And we're going to put one arm up and then the opposite leg back. And we're going to go squelch, squelch, squelch. Put those both hands and do the other side. One arm up, the opposite leg, and go. Oh, are you all ready? Oh, man. So we're going to go on a bear hunt. We're going on our bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. We're not scared. Let's see what we do next. Uh-oh, a forest. A big, dark forest. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it. And it looks pretty scary because we're going to make those big, dark trees. See all those trees? And then it says stumble, stumble, trip. Stumble, stumble, trip. We must be tripping through that forest because there's roots on the ground that those trees had to push through the ground to make themselves grow. So let's grow into a tree. Come up and stand straight with your spine straight, the crown of your head reaching towards that ceiling. And we're going to make a tree. So put all of your weight on one foot and put that other one and prop it up next to your ankle. And you can just stay here. If this is as much balance as you want to do today, that is perfectly fine. Or you can bring it up here and you can balance there. Or you can bring it up above your knee, but go below or above your knee, not right on your knee. So let's just balance here and make our branches and wave our branches and wave. We are trees. You can be trees of any shape or color that you want to be, because remember, this is our imagination. Let's put both feet down. Put all your weight on your other foot. Prop that foot up and then bring it up if you want to, or you can leave it down here on the ground and be a tree. Or you can bring it up here and be a tree. Or you can bring it up here and be a tree. Sometimes trees fall and waver too, don't they? And you can have a tree that falls too. So let's bring your branches all around, all around. Now let's put both feet on the floor. And remember it said stumble, stumble, trip. So we're bringing our branches up. We're bending our knees just a little bit. And then we're tripping all the way down to the ground. And then come back down to crisscross applesauce. And we're going to go on a bear hunt. So get your binoculars. And we're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. It's a beautiful day. I'm not scared. Let's see where we go next in our adventure. Uh-oh, a snowstorm. A swirling, whirling snowstorm. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it. Let's see what this snowstorm looks like. It's very white. And the wind goes, whoo, 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 whoo. If you've ever been in a snowstorm or a blizzard, another name for a snowstorm is a blizzard, sometimes the wind does feel that way. So let's come back up to standing and turn, and then put one foot in front and one foot back. Make sure you can balance. So you should be like your feet are on some railroad tracks, and bend that knee, bring your arms up, and then with a flat back, go all the way down to the ground, and then come up and go woo, 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 woo. Now we're going to keep going through that snowstorm. So we're going to take that foot up and put the other foot back. Bend the knee, hands up, flat back, woo, 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 woo. Oh, I'm done with this snowstorm. I'm getting a little cold. So let's come back down to seated for right now. And we're going to get our binoculars and keep looking for that bear. Binoculars, we're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch a big one. What a beautiful day. I'm not scared. So the next one is a cave. A narrow, gloomy cave. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we have to go through it. Look, it's very dark and gloomy. And we tiptoe in because we don't really know what's in there. So let's stand up again. Put your feet out wide. Put your hands out here. Bend those knees just a little bit. And bring your fingers down to the mat and your toes. If your fingers don't go all the way down, that's okay. But let's go tiptoe through the cave. Tiptoe, tiptoe, tiptoe. Oh. And then come on back down to your mat. And as we're tiptoeing, what's that? One shiny wet nose. Two big furry ears, two big goggly eyes. It's a bear! Oh no, we have to go back all the way that we came before. So remember we started at the cave, so let's get up. And we tiptoed, but we tiptoe, tiptoe. And then we went through the snowstorm, so get your one foot back, one foot forward, and go straight back. Woo. And then let's do the other way. Woo, 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 woo. And then we went through the forest. So let's put our tree up and balance. And then put our other tree up on the other side and balance. And then we stumbled and tripped all the way down to the ground. And we come back here. And then we squelch through the mud. So get on our hands and knees and squelch, 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 squelch. And then we have to come back through the river. And we put our legs out and make those waves in that river, and it splashes and it splashes. And then we have to go through the grass. So crisscross applesauce and put our hands down and wave those hands. Swishy, swushy, swishy, swushy, swishy, swushy. And then we got to our front door. Put our feet out here, we open the door, and we go up the stairs. Fast, fast. Oh no, we forgot to shut the door. Back downstairs. Shut the door. Back upstairs. And into the bedroom. Into the bed. Lay down and pull the covers up over your head. We're not going on a bear hunt again. It made me out of breath is what it did. Did it make you out of breath? Whew. So we're going to slow it down just a little. Thanks for going on that bear hunt with me. I would like you to put one of your hands up with 5 fingers. And then put the other hand up with 1 finger. And take that 1 finger, and as you breathe in, trace it up your finger. And as you breathe out, trace it down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let me hear those breaths. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now let's do the other hand. Put that hand up with 5. 1 finger. Breathe in. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. And that's something you can do anytime when you're feeling a little anxious or a little scared. You can trace your fingers and breathe in and out. You can put it here and do it on your knee too. And nobody will ever need to know you're doing it if you don't want them to. So it's a good thing, but remember to use your breath as you do that. So now we're going to do something called Shavasana. And Shavasana just means it's a time that we need to be still and rest a little bit and use our breathing. So I want you to put your feet out in front of you and then lay back on your mat or on your carpet or on your blanket, wherever you are, and just lay down like you just got done with your bear hunt and pull that blanket over you. You can close your eyes. You can put your hands down beside you. You can put your palms up to the sky or down on the ground, whichever way you want to do it. But just lay there and rest for a moment. And I want you to go back under those covers and breathe deeply. Notice how your body relaxes with your breath, and it relaxes into the bed or onto the floor just a little bit more with each breath. And your body just seems to relax, and you know all is well as you breathe. So repeat this quietly after me as you're breathing. May I be safe and loved. Repeat that. May I be happy and healthy. May I be kind and caring. May I know that all is well. Now take 3 deep breaths, close your eyes, and just lay there for just a moment. I'm going to ring the bell when it's ready for you to open your eyes again. Open your eyes and sit up slowly and come back to crisscross applesauce. I want you to reach your hands way up and bring your hands together in front of your head, and then bring your thumbs down to your forehead and say, remember to think good things. Down to your mouth, remember to say good things. And down to your heart, remember to do good things. And then take a deep breath and go down. Thank you all for spending this time with me. It was so much fun on our adventure. See you next time.